a call for compensation to help right the wrongs of the transatlantic slave trade, in the place where about 10 million people were taken more than 400 years ago and shipped to the Americas. For more than a century, Ghana was the center of the British slave trade. Now, its president, Nana Akufo-Addo, is at the forefront of Africa's push for redress. Akufo-Addo opened a Reparations Conference in Accra this week, stressing the need for a united front and a global action plan to address the legacies of slavery and colonization.
No amount of money can restore the damage caused by the transatlantic slave trade and its consequences, which have spanned many centuries. But surely, this is a matter that the world must confront and can no longer ignore.
Political leaders, academics, legal experts, and rights activists from across Africa came together to discuss the impacts of historical injustices, from colonialism and slavery, as well as the way forward for Africans and peoples of African descent around the world. Western leaders, in breaking with previous narratives, have moved to acknowledge the wrongs of slavery and the colonial era in Africa. Many European museums have begun repatriating stolen artifacts to African countries. But their willingness to pay reparations remain frustratingly vague for African leaders today, as many countries have yet to acknowledge their true roles in colonial Africa. So far, only Germany has agreed to pay specific reparations for its role in the 4 years genocide of the Ova Herero and Nama peoples in Namibia during the early 1900s. President Akufo-Addo also used the conference to build bridges with Caribbean leaders grappling with the legacy of slavery.
The effects of the slave trade have been devastating to the continent and to the African diaspora. The entire period of slavery meant that our progress, economically, culturally, and psychologically, was stifled.
Leaders are expected to create action plans and committees to implement Africa's action plan for reparation. Anthony LaBruto, VOA News, Washington.